airport right now, and I thought I would do a little intro for you. I am on my way to Mexico. Yay! I'm so excited. I am going to Cancun with my family and all those other people over there. It's kind of a big group trip, so I thought I would take a moment to kind of say hi to you guys and do a little intro for this video. It's so weird kind of vlogging. This is going to be my first vlog video, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it turns out okay. Alright, I gotta go. Bye guys. See you in Mexico. Good morning everybody. It is 9:53 and this is day 1 in Mexico. This is so exciting. So this is my room. I have 2 beds and it's so cute. Every day they kind of do a new design on the bed, but they made this really cute little towel elephant. It's kind of funny that they chose a elephant considering we're in Mexico, but it's cute nonetheless, and they put these adorable little eye stickers on it. But so I have 2 beds, and then I have a little seating area, so that's where I do all my makeup in the morning. And of course I totally forgot to bring a mirror, but so I'm using the tiny little mirror inside my Maybelline Fit Me Powder Compact, but so far it's working. And outside you can see there is a pool right outside my room, which I'm excited and about to go change into my bathing suit and hang out by the pool. It's a little windy outside and a little chilly for me, so it's probably 74 degrees outside, but usually when I'm in Mexico I like it to be in the 80s. Nice and warm so I can get a little bit of a tan. There is a wave pool out there, so let's see if I can make my way into there. So we finished at the pool. Wasn't very exciting. We only spent a couple hours there, but now we decided to hit some balls at the golf course and have some lunch here, so here we are. So I'm back in the room, had a fairly relaxing day today. We just went to the pool, played a little bit of golf, practiced some golf. So now that we're done with golf, we are getting dressed to go to a little cocktail party and then off to dinner.
So the cocktail party was uneventful, so I didn't take any pictures, but that night for dinner we ended up going to a Japanese restaurant. This is just like Benihana's, if you ever have a Benihana's in your area. This was my first time at a Benihana style restaurant, so it was actually really fun, and I thought all of the little tricks in the cooking side of the entertainment was actually really fun for me, so I really enjoyed it. We ended up having some lobster and some shrimps and some beef with our rice, so that was actually really cool. They make enough for everybody in case you want any extra food.
It is 7:15 in the morning on day 3, and today we are going on an excursion to see some Mayan ruins, so I'm really excited about that. We're gonna go grab some breakfast and then we're gonna hop on the tour.
Since this portion of the video is just a lot of scenery, I thought I would give you some history on what Chichen Itza is. Chichen Itza is one of the most historical and visited sites in this area of Mexico. It's also 4 hours away from Cancun, which is where we were staying. And Tulum is also another really popular Mayan ruin that is visited in Mexico or in this area. The first site that we saw is a sports arena, believe it or not. I couldn't believe that they actually had team sports back then, but they had 2 main games that they played, and you'll actually get to see them later on in the video. But generally both games are like just like soccer, and instead of goals, they had to body bump the ball into that little ring that you see there on the right side of the screen. They weren't allowed to use any part of their body but their hips and their shins, which is so interesting to watch, and you guys will get to see that later, but I thought that was really cool. After that, we saw the main attraction of this ruin, which basically it's a castle or a temple of Kukulkan, which is a Mayan god that looked like a feathered serpent, and you can see objects of that carved into the stone all over the property. Another interesting fact about the Mayans is that they used to sacrifice objects as well as human beings, and they would push them into what's called a cenote, which is an underground watering hole, basically a natural sinkhole, and that was used as a form of worship to the Mayan rain god. We ended up going to a cenote after this, so you'll definitely get to see what I'm talking about later on in the video. Anyway, you guys, this is just a brief history on this amazing area of ruins. So after Chichen Itza, we went to a place called IK Kil. And this was the site, or is the site of the cenote, which is what I mentioned earlier. It's basically a sinkhole and there's water underneath, because apparently in the Mayan Riviera or the Cancun area, there are a bunch of underwater tunnels, which is really awesome. And this was one of the ones that the Mayans used to sacrifice people at. So you were able to walk all the way down. Obviously, you could swim there as well, and the water was warm, but I didn't feel like going in. So we just ended up walking down. And the cool part is they had these little peek out areas on 3 of the levels as you walk down, so you could take a look at your view basically all the way down, and I thought that was pretty cool. But once we got down, there were these 2 guys that decided to jump off of the staircase, so I took a little video for you, but apparently this is one of the big things to do there. And here is a view from the bottom up, and you can see just how gorgeous, and basically feels like you're lost in the jungle. And after that, we took the 4-hour ride back to the hotel. So the next day we ended up playing golf. These are a couple shots of the golf course. It was so pretty. It was so relaxing. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. And the cool thing is there are these animals. They're from the family of raccoon, but they are called goati, and they would just come up to your golf cart, and I guess they're accustomed to having food, so you would see them all over the golf course. They would actually come into your golf cart and try and steal your food, so you always had to protect your food. But after that, we just had some drinks by the pool and just relaxed for the rest of the day. And this was a park that we went to called Xcaret, and I actually filmed so much stuff from this park on my GoPro because my other camera's battery had died, and I was really bummed because I had no idea that the GoPro kind of has a fish eye lens, so totally not cool, and the footage is horrible. But here are a couple pictures from our adventure there. But you guys, this place is absolutely amazing. This place is a cultural and environmental place, so they educate you about the history and the flora and fauna in Mexico. And the biggest attraction is at night, they have this folklore show. So this first kind of video that you guys are seeing is one of the games that was played in that amphitheater that I showed at Chichen Itza. Basically, it's hockey, but with a fireball, and you have to throw it into a burning pit. And the next game was more like a soccer game, and that's the one where they had a tiny little ball and they had to get it into the small circle that was on the side, and they can only use their hip and their shin to play the game. And then after that, they showed different cultural dances from different parts of Mexico. So the whole show is really awesome. The park is really awesome. It's called Xcaret. It's spelled really weird, but I'll have a link down below if you guys ever get to visit Cancun and want to go there. It's definitely a must-see.
Which I am so excited
at all yet. So fingers crossed we find it, and fingers crossed that it's nice. The water's a lot colder than I expected, but it still feels really nice. Uh-oh, here come some big ones, here come some big ones! Okay. Oh my god, my hair got wet. Alright, ready? Okay. Alright, time to go in. Hi everybody, today is the last day, so I am putting the last few things together before we head to the airport. There isn't really much else to show you guys, so I'll probably just be signing off here and show you some last shots of Mexico as we leave. But overall, this was a great trip. It was relaxing. The resort was really interesting. I've never been to an IberoStar Resort altogether. It's an all-inclusive resort, drinks, food, all of that. It's definitely great for families with small kids. Really enjoyed myself, and I really hope you guys like this video. This is my first vlog. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it was successful. And if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next makeup tutorial. Bye everybody, thanks for watching. Oh, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.